Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to 8-Bit Chazzy, the segment on this channel that you guys know by now. I review games that I play, sometimes on YouTube, sometimes out of YouTube, it's just depends on what I'm feeling, how I want to structure my thingies, and my thingies, wow. So today I'm going to be reviewing a game that I actually recently finished playing on my channel, which is Moving Out, and it's been a lot of fun, man, There are a few things that I have to say about that, it started out so well, then towards the end it started getting a little crappy because I was going through some really bad personal stuff outside of YouTube, so like the last few episodes weren't too okay. I didn't really like them, but at least they're there. But the final two ones were pretty epic, the actual final level, the final move was something that's going to go down in history as the most epic showdown, one of the most epic showdowns I've ever had on this channel. One of the most epic showdowns I've ever had. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking too fast. I'm just kind of excited, So anyway, this game was actually released back in 2020, and it was developed by this Swedish game studio called DevM Games, and also it was there's like a collaboration between the Australian developer SMG Studio, and it was actually a very good it was a very good conjunction, because the game is actually a lot of fun. If you've ever played games like Overcooked, the first two, or even kind of like Human Fall Flat, Gang Beast, those kind of thing, they sort of take those concepts and combine them for a very unique experience, where you can play by yourself, but you can also do it in co-op. It's more fun in co-op, where basically you are part of a company who is responsible for moving people's furniture out of their homes and into a truck so they can go somewhere else, It's a very simple concept that in my opinion was executed very well, It came out really, really cool, and I liked it a lot, and it's one of those arcade style games that are really a lot of fun, I had a blast playing it, and I have beaten the game like twice now, not just on YouTube, but also outside of it on a different save, so it's very, very timeless, and I do like playing it, but I will admit that while playing it on YouTube, it did start to get a little stale. Like, I started to suffer from dogs barking. Why? I started to suffer from like this kind of burnout, where I was playing too much of it, so at one point the dogs don't shut up, so that's a problem. So I started suffering from a little bit of burnout, like I started to get a little tired of it, and also all of the things that I was going through outside of this platform was just bogging me down, so I didn't even feel like playing at the end there. But I was off to a good start, and I tried to continue giving you guys good energy, but still, more about the game, right? So it plays really well. It's very, very simplistic and easy to pick up and understand. The controls are not hard at all. There's nothing bad about the game, in terms of gameplay, because you can do this thing, you can turn on this thing called assist mode, which makes it much, much easier. It gives you different like things for you to do that can actually help you play the game much better, and in my opinion it does make it much more enjoyable, although a lot easier. If you're looking for a challenge, then you should probably stay away from assist mode. I prefer playing it that way because it just makes it a lot easier. Unless you're playing in co-op, then it's okay to not turn on assist mode, but it's a lot of fun playing with a friend. But then again, I like to do things fast, and I don't know if I would be a good team player in a game like this because I rage when I play with people. But anyway, let's take a look here at a little clip of the game before I continue.
Welcome to the FART family. As a certified furniture and relocation technician, it's important you maintain the highest level of quality. When it comes to moving on time, don't let anything stand in your way.
Yeah, believe me, it's just as fun to play as it is to watch that little clip there. Now, the game is actually interesting because it gives you a whole new concept that, as you play, slowly starts to get more and more addictive, mostly because it also has this, there are time limits, so depending on how quickly you finish a level, you can get either bronze, metal, gold, or even a silver medal. No, sorry, bronze, silver, metal, and bronze, silver, gold, or a platinum medal. There we go. What the hell is wrong with my brain there? And it's really addictive to keep trying to get those medals, and the objective of each level is to move different items, like for example refrigerators or couches or tables, or other miscellaneous items that you can find in people's homes. Sometimes packages, boxes, beach balls, whatever the hell they have, so microwaves, toasters, a bunch of stuff, and also pets sometimes, and bring them into a truck so you can move it in with within an allotted time, and each level has different objectives for you to do. So for example, there's a level where you have to move 10 items, but there are 3 different bonus objectives, like for example, don't break any of the windows, or I don't know, don't forget to deliver the pet, or don't fall into the pool if they have one, you know, that kind of thing, or don't break any fragile boxes, you know, items. So this kind of thing is what, in my opinion, makes it be very, very addictive, you know, because you just want to keep playing to get more and more objectives done, you know, and that it kind of just builds up that way. The game just keeps going, it builds to a crescendo where at one point you really don't want to stop playing, you know. And it's actually really cool because there are obstacles as well, like sometimes fire or ice or even ghosts, you know, that kind of thing. Sometimes there are rakes that you can step on and they'll slam you in the face and stop you for a few seconds, you know. There are the natural obstacles like water. You can't swim, so if you fall into a pool or a river or something, you have to respawn and start again. So it gets really, really, really frenetic towards the end because there is actually a story, you know. Eventually there are villains who come in and try to steal your packages from your customers, you know. And then at the end, as you guys saw, you know, there's like this crazy boss battle that's freaking crazy as hell. And it's actually really interesting how the game works in this aspect, because the story is there, but it doesn't have like a rich backstory and lore. It's not like, for example, Overcooked, where, you know, I think at one point there were even zombies that invaded the kingdom and you have to make food and throw at them. I forgot the plot of the first game, but, you know, it's not as straightforward as other games, but it is still really enjoyable, you know, and it's not hard to follow at all. It's very easy to play. It's not a kid's game, you know. Adults can still play it and have a lot of fun, which was my case playing it on YouTube, you know. And I made my own little customizable character who looks just like me, down to the glasses and everything. The haircut was a little sus, did not really resemble Chazzy too much, but at least I tried. I worked with what the game gave me, you know. And there's really, you can throw objects also. You can place them and throw them into the truck, or even throw them to other players, you know. There is a way to play in co-op with somebody else, and it is a lot of fun, you know. It's really cool to play it with a friend. I did do it for my other channel, but that's like long gone at this point, you know. Me and my buddy haven't played it in like what, maybe over a year now at some point, or even more. But anyway, so the way that the game presents its unique mechanics and very, very simplistic yet addictive arcade style of play is what, in my opinion, makes it very, very indispensable, you know. It's the kind of game that every gamer should experience at least once in their lives, you know. And I had a blast playing it, and as I am now reviewing it, I don't really know if there is too much more that I can say, so I'm going to be getting more into the personal side of it. So now, before that, let's take a look at some more gameplay.
As they say, if you can't move it, lose it. Then go move something else. Style, grace, and danger are all your middle name. Windows and doors can be replaced, and so can you.
Alrighty, so you guys might notice some random sound in the background, some howling noise. That's actually the wind outside. It's really, really windy. I think it's gonna rain later, so I should probably wrap this up, you know. Not necessarily quickly, but I should, you know, try to work towards the end here before it rains and I get swept away. So anyway, like I said before, the game has an assist mode which makes things a lot easier. Like, for example, it can reduce the difficulty by giving you you know, longer time limits, or allowing objects to vanish when they go put into the truck, or making heavier objects lighter, or even allowing you to skip levels altogether, you know, which, like, to me, it doesn't really take away from the essence of the game, you know, because it just, I don't know, it makes it a little more enjoyable to play, especially on YouTube, you know, because you're playing now without a lot of obstacles, you know, so it just makes it more enjoyable. And sometime later, there was a free downloadable update. Yes, there was a free downloadable update, you know, that allows you to now do the exact opposite of the game mechanics, which is bring the items from the truck into the houses, you know, the places. So it's literally reversing what you were doing, you know, and I imagine that there are new achievements for that as well. And speaking of achievements, sometime later in 2021, there was actually a DLC, it's paid, that gives you an entire new whole set of levels. It's called Movers in Paradise, and I believe there are 14 or so new levels. Yeah, there are 14 new levels, you know. They also give you more characters to play as, new types of items to be moved, you know. I actually have not experienced that myself because I don't want to pay for any DLC in games right now. I can't afford that, and even if I could, it's not exactly a priority, but maybe one day, you know, just for the sake of finishing the game to 100%, the achievements, you know. I think you guys know at this point how addicted I am to achievements, you know. That's just that kind of thing. I talked about getting 100,000 gamer score some time ago, right? So you guys, if you missed that video, then go and watch it later so you can see what was up. And yeah, man, you know, this game was very short, but still a very unique and satisfying experience. If I had to give it a rating, I am not ashamed at all to give it a nice and perfect 10 out of 10. You know, it really deserves a 10 out of 10 because it's amazing. It's a perfect game. There was nothing wrong with it, you know. Even if you're not playing with the assist mode, it's a lot of fun. I personally liked it a lot, you know. To me, there was nothing wrong with it whatsoever. And because of that, I honestly think I honestly feel like it deserves this perfect rating, you know. If you have never played it, believe me, it's definitely worth it, you know. It's available for every single console out there, you know. It's available for it's available for Windows, so you can play it on PC, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. So all of the main consoles there, so you guys can really, you can pretty much play it wherever the hell you want, you know. And yeah. Pretty long game, a long gameplay series on my channel, but a short review, huh? I think it might clock in under 15 minutes, you know. That's probably counting all the clips that I'm going to include. And I think I'm actually going to end it here, guys. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be so short, but there's really nothing else that I can say. You know, it is a lot of fun. It's really nice. It's family friendly. You know, there's nothing scary or inherently wrong with it. It's very easy to pick up and play. There aren't any issues, you know, technical issues or malfunctions, bugs, you know, anything of the sort. It's just perfect, okay? And I definitely recommend it if you ever want to play like a puzzle, arcade, action kind of thing like that, you know? Be it by yourself or with a friend or two. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this review. I really enjoyed talking about it, and hopefully you enjoyed watching my full playthrough of it, you know? I am going to leave a link right up here to the full playlist of it, so you can, after you're done with this review, you can just go and watch me play the whole thing. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Well, alright guys, so anyway, if you happen to enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a like and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, you really should hit the notification bell too, because it's literally right there and you're going to be notified about every single video that I upload on this channel until the end of time. And that's it, guys. I am exhausted. This is Chazzy signing out for now, or rather moving out for now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.
Professionalism, efficiency, speed, agility, busting ghosts. What in the world? Just because you're risking your life doesn't mean you can't have fun. With the power of moving! Wish list now to reach your true potential.